All right, Shalom. First off, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's a sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. GMS Baltimore here, okay, and we doing a quick video on how Eve set the example of a wicked woman. Okay, we was talking about how Aisha Curry, which is Steph Curry's woman, she basically had children and said that she still wants to feel desired from other men, which is wickedness in itself. But we just gonna get the scriptures if any brother got any scriptures.
Got one right here. This Proverbs 30 and 20. It says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman."
That's a perfect scripture.
Just going into. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, "I have done no wickedness." So she do, these bitches do all. She ain't the only one. That's about 98% of the women that are like that. She eateth. That's not talking about her actually eating. Well, sometimes it is.
Yeah.
These
McDonald's,
big
Burger
behemoths.
King.
But that's talking about her doing the wickedness, and then she's saying, "Hey, I didn't do nothing wrong. It's not wrong. Everything's right." That's what that's going into. Because adultery. They say adultery is not wrong, and then you got the men that follow after that say, "Hey, she could do whatever the hell she want to do."
The fucking simps.
The sense, the male feminist.
Yeah, because that adultery is you looking on another man's woman and you desiring her to be your woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's adultery.
Right.
You basically saying you want men to commit wickedness. And Steph Curry gonna have to fight off other niggas looking at his wife butt and all type of shit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
We don't condone none of that stuff. The Lord Yahweh, he don't condone none of that stuff.
Actually, if I can, I'm going to back you up with the scripture real quick. This is Proverbs 9 and 12. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And that shows you the epitome of these women, especially Steph Curry's wife, that she is simple. She is thinking about other men, which she was supposed to be thinking about her man. So now she wants to feel sexy by other men, but what about the man you got now? That shows how simple these women are. That's why they still walk out here with these tight ass pants, showing their ass and tits. And for what? You have a man that already likes you as it is. Why are you seeking attention from other men?
And he providing for you. He is a multi-millionaire.
Right.
What I'm saying? Basketball player. He provided the life that she even have to even perform on that platform to say that shit.
That's basically betrayal. We really think about it, it's betrayal. Women always like to talk about how men cheat, but they're the biggest cheaters out here.
Well, that's why Jake is stupid for marrying these nigga woman, man. Yeah, every time Jake married one of these so-called black women, man, and if you're a 2/3, live it up as a 2/3.
Yeah.
Get yourself another nation, man. Why are you gonna do that? Why are you gonna subject yourself to more trauma?
Right.
And you got to know that's Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood. See, when a woman meets a man of such status and standards, it will never be enough. Michael Jordan was arguably one of the greatest players ever to play the game. Wasn't good enough for his wife. What about Shaquille O'Neal? What about Kevin Garnett? He just got a divorce. One of them Instagram bitches. What about Scottie Pippen? What his wife do? She left him to go mess with a Future or whatever, man. Come on, man. When Jake gonna wake the hell up? And we've been saying here, mainly at Great Millstone, because we're not no womanizers, okay? On the left-hand side. You got Israelite groups that all they care about is gathering in on women. And the women do the same thing Steph Curry's wife do. The Israelite woman, they got the freshest garments with the little glycerine stones attached to the garment, just like their husbands and shit, you know? It's messed up, man. That's why we say the black woman, we say the white man is the devil, but the black woman is the devil. You know what I'm saying? The average black woman anyway, not the sisters who tried it. It is a balance. Jeremiah 44:17, it says, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. This is talking about, when you go back in the time of Babylon, this is going and talking about these simps. You had coons back then. You had simps that said, oh, Queen of Heaven, oh, Queen of Heaven. You know, the women was doing it, practicing it, and the simps was following it. So when you read Ecclesiastes 1 and 4, no new thing under the sun, I believe 1 and 9 or something like that. There's no new thing under the sun. Those simps are back here doing the same simping that they was doing before. And you have men who support her saying that shit.
Yep.
You have a bunch of Jake. You know, Jake won't call her a whore.
It's always more men than it is women supporting that.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you would think it would be more women supporting that. And no, it's usually always more men supporting that. Like, what the hell? You know?
And that's why Adam set that example too when he listened to Eve. You know, during that time of it's in Genesis the third chapter.
Right.
You know, and that's that right there, because Eve got those lies and stuff from the so-called white man.
Yep.
You know, and that's one of the reasons, or the so-called white man is, you know, who Satan is working through.
Right.
You know, and that's all the woman is saying, that she wants to be tempted. You know, she wanted to be able to say that I can overcome temptation.
Yep.
You know.
Well, we was talking about that today. The women are out of control. This is all feminism. They're way out of control, man. They have selected so-called gifts for women. They can go to a Gold's. There used to be Gold's Gym for men.
You got curves.
Now it's got curves for women, but it's not Gold's for men no more. So women now are selected to be able to adopt any kind of practice in this Queen of Heaven society that they want to do, and they'll make it their home. They got a mechanic shop for women. Bullshit you not. Which they ain't out really mechanics. They got a nigga on the side or big ass Edomite helping them. But the problem is, they have a shop for women, right? Now, if we open up a shop and say it's just for men, only men can come in here and get their cars fixed,
It's gonna be a problem.
it's going to be a problem. You open up, they got dress shops for women, DDs and all them places for women. So where's the shops for men?
Nowhere. Like that one gym for all women.
Curves. Now, going back to Steph Curry's wife, if it was a Jake, they'll say, hey, I just want more attention by all the bitches. You know, they would have with my wife.
Right.
What would they do to him, man? The media would scorch his ass, man.
Hell yeah.
They would scorch him. If Jake said, I'm gonna put the tattoo on my arm for all the bitches. You know what I'm saying? They would scorch him for that, man. What's Isaiah 29:16 say? Surely you turn them things upside down. Right? So first of all, there's something psychologically wrong with you to get an NBA basketball star and you need more attention from other men. You're a gluttonous bitch.
Yup.
Okay? And the Most High is going to destroy all these gluttonous bitches that have the need to be whores, man. But society allows it. The so-called white man says, you women can do whatever you want to do. And that's the problem.
Yup.
And there's a scripture in the Bible where it talks about a woman should have discretion, you know, because that discretion, her making that statement can make her husband resent her even more, you know. And now
I wouldn't
he in
respect no bitch like that.
That calls him a bitch.
right.
That's how divorces be caused any damn ways.
But he probably a homo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That dumb dudes, they get them 50. What is this contract?
He getting like $200 million.
Once you hit that $50 million contract, You pretty much sold out, man.
Yeah.
She probably seen him go through those little rituals and shit. Her mind probably all twisted up, man. You know? Who knows it, man? When you get to the Magic Johnson, look at his son, E.J. Johnson. Or
Yeah.
LeBron James dancing in tutus. You gonna tell me that same minute Charles Barkley in the dress and the wig? You know?
Right.
You gonna tell me they ain't it? Hollywood is nothing but a bunch of freaks, man.
That's all it is.
So what Steph Curry wife saying is, I want to be a bigger freak. I want to be a bigger freak than all the other wives in Hollywood, man.
They probably go to swinger parties and all type of
You know
shit.
that. You know that. Shit. That's probably how they met. And those swinger parties in Hollywood, everything goes. Men popping men, women they bringing donkeys, mules in and shit. Seriously, man. Go ahead.
You got it.
Go ahead.
All right, this is from the Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes. Whoa, because
Ecclesiastes.
Right, so Rock.
a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
What verse is that?
26 and 25.
Alright,
So,
so-
a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Don't get mad because we call them bitches.
Oh well, I mean, hell, I just did a video on why we get hated so much a little earlier. You know, these bitches hate. They can, you know, they can hate us all they want. You know, that's why we always have so much controversy when we out there doing the work, and then we always have these crazy comments get on our comment board because we bring out the truth. The truth hurts. You
You
know.
know, ain't hard up for pussy, man.
Yeah. You know. Hey.
That shit gonna come. Let you other cats that want all those views and all the bitches.
Yeah.
Y'all can do whatever it is y'all want to do.
Right.
Y'all can get all the bitches till your damn dicks fall off, and then you can get those. Then you can get those Hebrew Israelite women that's jumping from nigga to nigga
Right.
until your goddamn penis fall off,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
You know.
It's worth the hate. I'm
Keep
be honest.
pressing those holes, man.
God.
It's worth it. I used to get mad, but now I don't because you know it makes you realize you know what if you want to be hated for something, make sure it's worth being hated on for. You know,
If you're gonna hate, do it right.
do it right. You know, so this right here, if us being hated for having some balls out here and being men and having and you know representing manhood, you know, and representing this truth, so be it. You know, so be it.
But this is not these messages we speak are for the edification of the body. And
Definitely.
you know, you have women
Right.
who are following the truth.
Yeah.
You got brothers, you know, here that got wives that's in the truth.
Mhm.
So it's not like we hate on women. That's
Right.
another stereotype. So we always got to clear that up.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's wife is an example of what not to be as a woman, and this is why we're the only ones, and I'll say a great millstone, and probably there's guys that's not even in the truth be bringing that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
They'll bring it up and say, look, this is what the black woman is doing.
Oh yeah. It's
But
all-
I'm saying as far as the truth concerned,
Yeah.
the mother Israelite groups, they won't go deep into it like that. Because, you know, they don't want it, the women, no. The women gonna say, no, it ain't all of it. We're queens. You know, that shit.
Yeah. Hell with that.
Be queens, man.
I got a scripture.
But Steph Curry probably treated his wife as a queen.
Yeah.
And there you go.
There it is,
Queens
man.
can do what? Whatever it is they want to do.
And
Be a
defending their
whore.
horse.
That's what queen mean, the whore. Yeah.
Be a whore.
Hey, what was the bitch call herself Queen Bee? Lil Kim?
Yeah, Lil Kim.
She's the example right there.
I'm like, who the hell is this?
And go ahead, Al.
This is Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroy kings. Now, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start from the beginning on that one. This is Proverbs 31:1. The words of King Leonel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son? What, the son of my womb? What, the son of my vows? Now, this is his mother saying this.
Right, because who was king of Solomon, right? Well, who was Solomon's mother?
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba.
Right.
And she knew, because she knew what Solomon did, okay, when he put his strength in her.
Right.
So
King David.
And right, his father.
Right.
He put his strength into his father. Well, his
Right.
father put his strength into her.
Right.
Sending the soldier out to get killed so he could take her.
Yeah, that's
And that destroyed him.
Yup.
Because he put his strength into Bathsheba, his father.
Yup.
That's why his mother is saying that.
Steph Curry, his father, Del Curry, right? He
I
was,
didn't know his father is.
yeah, he used to play for the Hornets.
Okay.
He was a good shooter too, but his mother had to come somehow, so his father supposed to have taught him about the groupies in the first place. Like, you got to make sure that you get the right woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't deal with these groupies out here and stuff like that. A man with the star power is Steph Curry. This is like the top 3 basketball player in the world. So the woman is going to be coming. So you got to make sure that you pick the right woman. Now you got this woman that sit up here saying this crazy stuff, right? And now she got you on the hook. You got 3 children by this woman. You get a divorce now.
He got 3 by?
Yeah, you get a divorce from this woman. She all the child support payments.
She probably don't want him no more. And then what's she going to do? She going to get, first of all, these women latch on the men, these athletes. The black women hate us, man.
Without a doubt.
Everybody needs to understand that. The average, 99% of the black women hate you, man.
Yup.
And what she's going to do, she's going to consume you like, you ever watch Independence Day? When that so-called alien came in and they went to the basement and the alien said, "We want you to die," like leeches go to planet to planet. That's what the black woman do. She go to man to man, not just superstars.
Nope.
The average guy.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us went to child support or had alimony done to us, man? It don't have to be somebody rich. These black women are bred from day one to get yours. Fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
But then they take their little sons. Yeah, baby, you gotta take care of your woman. You have to do that. She's setting you up for failure.
Yup.
This society set you up for failure, man.
Right.
This society set you up to be either cool or to be taken. One of the two. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna let, yeah, baby? The only way to make it in this society, and you ain't in the truth, you gotta agree with everything that bitch says, man. And if you come against her, she has a court system behind her
Yup.
to take your ass to the cleaners. Go ahead, Al.
All right, this is I'm gonna continue it. It says, "Give not thy strength unto women," and like you said, this is the reasons why. If you give your strength unto these women, they're gonna drain you. They're gonna clean you dry. You won't have nothing left. You're gonna be in child support. If you can't even pay that, you end up in jail or some other shit. So why give you strength unto these women, knowing full well they ain't gonna have your back 99% of the time?
Well, the white man gave them strength. The white man put strength into them. Go to all your strip malls. Who you see working up in there, man? They try to say, well, women are finally catching up to men in the workforce. Get the fuck out of here. Everywhere you go, these women are running. They are all in the schools. But wait a minute. I thought it was supposed to be equality. I thought feminism was about equality. Ain't nothing equal at this point. You go to them schools, ain't no men up in there like that. But then they got the police sitting up there, the male police sitting up in there, protecting those bitches.
Yup, every time.
You go to the strip mall down the street from here, nothing but women working in them fucking places, man. You go to the auto parts store, and I'm not trying to turn this video to a feminist bashing video, but what we're trying to tell you is Deuteronomy 28 is happening now, man. All these things we read in Deuteronomy, the eye shall be evil towards the husband and the children, the woman shall be put over you, and all these scriptures, it's showing, you know? Let me read a scripture real quick. Unless you was finished.
No, that's
These women that work at most of these jobs, like a restaurant, sometimes it's just too much, and sometimes it may be good because they need to serve us.
Yeah. Especially them heathens.
Yeah.
Revelation 12 and 14. Okay. And to the woman were given 2 wings of the eagle, of the great eagle, right? That woman, man, they gave that bitch a credit card, a checkbook.
Made her more of a slave, though, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's what they're using it for, to tax her.
Yeah,
See, the feminist part, what it's doing is really destroying women.
it is.
Women are all on YouTube shaking their ass. You can twerk. The average woman twerking their ass all over YouTube. little girls twerking their ass in diapers and just crazy shit. Because feminism is really destroying the damn woman.
Yeah.
That woman, Steph Curry, whatever, he could have been a good dude. And if the world go on, he might took care of her. Let's say she get cancer or some shit like that. Then when a Jake stands behind a woman when his woman is sick or something happens, he's looked at as such a great man. That's what he's supposed to do. But then women, they don't stand behind a man that's successful, and they're not looked at as a fucked up person. But if we stand beside a woman who do that shit to us, we consider good men. Ain't that fucked up? It says, and to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times, and a half of a time for the face of the serpent. Okay, from the face of the serpent. So you're gonna have. Right now, you got the women that get alimony, they get child support, they get food stamps, they getting all that shit. And so it's the least of the greatest.
Right.
The Steph Currys, all the way down to the average Jake working at Pizza Hut.
Right.
You know, it don't matter. That bit of time you say they Terminators. They don't give a shit. You know, they are sent to just seek and destroy. I don't give a fuck if you got money. You know, because they got Terminators for the rich, they got Terminators for the middle, and they got Terminators for the poor.
Mm-hmm.
So they got all kind of models, man.
Right. Literally.
The rich, the TR, the rich, the TM, the middle class,
Yep.
the TP, the poor.
Right.
So they got they got the Terminators for the poor.
Right.
Look at Pocahontas, man. She was one of the originators on, well, as far as the Northern Tribe. That was your first Coonette, man.
Yeah.
You know, she helped Esau, man.
These people trying to make these female shows or like female Terminator show or movie.
That's what they're doing too. What's they the spirit on that? Because that's what they are.
That
But
was just-
but then they'll make the movie with Pocahontas, right? Then they'll give a good Disney production and glorify that bitch. They'll glorify, what's her name? The Underground Railroad bitch, Harriet
Harriet
Tubman.
Tubman.
She worked for the Quakers.
Right.
They gave her a gun and shit, man, a weapon. And had her take the slaves and bring them north because the North wanted some slaves from the South.
Right.
What shows you it was set up anyway, because even when you read back into that time, women was never allowed to have a gun. Apparently, if they ever saw a woman with a gun, they would arrest them or kill them. So what was that bitch doing with the gun?
What was that bitch doing leading the Underground Railroad?
Right. That's
Yeah,
that's how you know it's set up. 'Cause if they were supposed to kill, or arrest that woman, but instead they gave her a gun and they let the slaves out supposedly.
Well, it was underground, so it was an underground thing.
Yeah. Now, that was
Supposedly underground,
Right.
but what happened is she's a mammy, so to speak, and then they wanted her to get more mammies.
Right.
This ties into this video because you got this bitch, the Steph Curry wife. This bitch is going to be the example to other bitches doing the same thing. She's leading a railroad to get more whores.
Yeah, she said that if I reach only one woman out of all this craziness, I've achieved my goal.
Unbelievable.
God damn.
You know how many penises we put in these damn women, man?
That's why they
Oh,
always got a
wow.
bunch of shit. You know, like diseases and shit.
Yeah, turnover.
So if you cheat, right?
So-
You got a wife. If you cheat, you gonna come home with the same shit you had when you left. Your wife cheats, you know what the hell that she had up in her, man. And they harbor diseases more. In fact, they're the disease spreaders.
Pretty much.
Because that wound is a dark, moist place that holds germs and diseases. So a lot of Jake is getting diseases from the women. That's where you get it from. I mean, Jake give it to them, but they harbor it and they spread it a whole lot more frequently than we would.
Right.
And what they do is they'll mess with, maybe Steph Curry homosexual, I don't know. They'll mess with those guys that's bisexual, so to speak, no such thing. And then what she'll do is she'll break up with him and go get some nigga in the street that's broke and lay down with him and be giving him diseases.
The Lord is putting hell on these bitches.
Need more of that.
He putting.
Women need more.
But the food stamps, man, them bitches, they're gonna get cut too.
Oh,
All that shit gonna get cut.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny though. That's gonna be funny. I got a perfect scripture for this video. It's Mark 10:12. It says, "And if a woman shall," this is the red letter, so I was trying to speak. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committed adultery, which is a sin, which you will die for. That's self-explanatory. I'm not even gonna go deep into that.
God.
You know?
I got scripture. What I was holding. It's Jeremiah 4:30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold.
Now, if I could say this real quick before you continue on, you know, spoiled, when you see spoiled, you know, like we have spoiled milk or spoiled bread or spoiled whatever, it's no good. And these, you know, most of these women out here, they ain't no good.
Yeah. You go catch a STD or HIV or some shit, you ain't no good. You know?
Yep.
Like that one movie, Temptation. You know, that the chick had a decent man. And then next thing you know, she met this guy, he had all this, you know, bread or this so-called status or whatever. You know, and then next thing you know, she had sex with him and he had HIV. You know what I'm saying? So she, you know, her life got fucked up from off of that whole ordeal, you know, and they said that was based off of a true story.
So that's what a
You
lot
know?
of bitches get though, because they think, I met Mr. Right. Mr. Right is the one that got the money.
Or
the
the
so-called
looks.
cute,
Yeah.
you know?
God.
You don't know what the fuck he got, what he
Who
carrying.
holds the Ciroc? We got the Apocrypha?
I got it. We got it here.
I can't really see. Huh?
Let me keep going.
Yeah, you can be more. That's what it is.
Get Ciroc 26.
Okay.
Though thou
26 and
dressest
14.
thy face with pain, which they always do, makeup. Now, I wonder why, what one of you said, I'm pretty sure it was you, you said, the reason why it's called makeup, because it is makeup. It's made up.
Yeah. It's makeup.
In vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Of course it's vain. They walk, why do you think they walk around parading themselves to other men? Now I wonder why they catch diseases. Maggots. Thy lovers will despise thee. Thou wilt seek thy life.
Yeah, that's going into them Edomites. At the end of the day, man, when this place wrap up, man, they ain't gonna give a goddamn about you, black woman, man.
Right.
You know? When the NBA shut down, you know, they ain't gonna give a shit about you, man. All you women gonna get it, man. All you wicked ass women, you gonna get it. You know?
Why I can't wait.
You hold this up? 26:14, read that. And they go to, go ahead.
As this is Sirach 26 and 14.
Let's see what a woman's supposed to be like.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Uh-oh, read that again.
A silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
That's why we don't be wanting our women all up on the comment boards.
Come on now.
Putting all even to say con and stuff like that, you know? You don't need to do all that, man. You know, just be silent.
I was watching one video, it popped up on my thumbnail, the other brothers that was in our camp that was doing their own thing before they came back. They was like, the bitch on the comment board, brother in the green, he need to read a little bit better. He needs to speak up. You got guys that's in the truth, that's here in Baltimore, they pushing, doing their thing, and you go to that comment board, man, that's why, man, the why y'all watching me, I was shy, that we don't be dealing with 20,000 views at a time, man. I wouldn't even look at that shit, man. I wouldn't even look at, but some guys just want that
attention.
They want that light, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Salaki, brother.
No, you
I cut
good.
you off.
No, you good. You good.
Go to 25:17. They want that light, boy. They want that scenery. Man, if I want some light, I just cut on the fucking light.
Right,
And if I want the true light, I'll just open the Bible and read it.
Right. 25
and 17.
This 25 and 17.
Right.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face,
Yep.
and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Yep. Keep going.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
And right now, they're in the playoffs, man. You know?
Are they?
Yeah, the Warriors.
Golden State.
Yeah. They talking about Steph Curry having a bad series, and this series right now,
do that.
yeah, his homeboy is probably his teammates probably trying to help him out and stuff like that. Like, man, these women ain't right.
Yeah.
Snap out of it.
When I had a song, this hoes ain't loyal.
Right.
We didn't need a song to tell you that. I could have told you that shit.
And-
Jesus says, ask our fathers and they shall show you.
right.
I'll show you a lot of things.
And it boils down to a lot of these women. What she was basically saying, she don't got no self-esteem, man. She don't think that she pretty
None
or
of these
nothing.
women do. None of
Yeah.
these women. They all walk around with bad esteem.
Right.
But you know what? They ain't doing it. They're really doing it for attention amongst one another. Hey, I look better than that bitch. They trying to outdo each other. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then they get their spirit of trying to outdo us. Your woman will try to outdo you. They're jealousy, man. Because they feel the need to be better than everybody.
Hmm.
You
Just like Eve, man. Eve, if she knew not to do what the heck she did, but she did it anyway, And then she went to go tell her husband, and he listened to her.
Yeah, if
You know?
you're fortunate enough in this society to get a halfway decent woman, hey man, she only had to be in the truth. Just take it, what the Lord give you, man. If you're fortunate enough. But as you read, don't put your strength into her, man.
Yeah. Scripture was
A part of that is saying, don't agree with everything she fucking say. Correct the answer when she's going off.
Yep.
Say you ain't right. Yeah, baby, you're right about that. Yep, you right again. What happens when you don't correct somebody, especially children? That's all a lot of women are.
You gotta control, and then they become spoiled.
They become spoiled. And spoiled means what?
No good.
Right.
As we just went into.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to spoil. You hear the women, we got their little daughters. She's spoiled right. That's the worst thing you can do to your child, man.
Spoiled.
All right, go ahead, Al.
Come. And when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Yeah, because like you just said, like the Taz Warrior just said, when he's in the locker room, he probably, man, why? He signed bitterly. Even on the internet, he's reading this shit. So they going home arguing and shit.
Yeah.
They probably have blown out. Hey, they said Michael Jordan damn near come to blows, you know, with women or some shit like that with his wife. You know, and then his last wife, he said, "Look, I don't know who it was. He said, I'll pay you $1 million for every year you stay with me and shit.
Ah, damn.
Because I'm signing a prenup on your ass." It might have been Eddie Murphy. I can't remember who that was. But that just shows you the rich people, so-called rich, you got problems too.
Yep.
Yeah. They,
Man, this truth should be your woman. For brothers in the truth, that should be your number one woman. You cannot get. It's not to say if your woman leave you or something happen, you ain't gonna be hurt. But the comfort is back to the scriptures.
Yep.
Go ahead again. You read.
18, 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
So right now, what they're telling us, that we are haters. We hate women.
So
But the
be it.
Bible's just telling you what women are, what they do.
Hey, so be it.
we just relaying the message.
A lot of Jake in my day,
Right.
and I'm not a young man,
Right.
got killed over a woman, became arrested over a woman, lost their minds over women. I've seen it firsthand.
Right.
I've seen a guy lose his marbles over his wife, man. I've seen guys go get hooked on crack cocaine and heroin behind their woman. How I know is a guy he was a great mechanic. He did. I looked up to him actually because I was younger than him, and I seen all the jobs. I would go in the shop and look at him, and you know, even though I was a mechanic, but he was like the best. You know what I mean? He was the man, so to speak. His name was, I ain't gonna say his name, but he was the man. And I saw him some years later. He had hooked up with this woman, and she started getting high on drugs and shit. There's two things gonna happen when you with a woman on drugs. Either you gonna be with her or you gonna leave her ass. And he decided to stay with her. And next thing I saw him, he was all shriveled up. Oh, the guy we saw the other day up in the shopping center.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was him?
No, that wasn't him. That was another guy.
Oh,
He was a big guy one time.
Yeah.
He lost his woman. He came home, caught his woman to bed with another man and shit. His mind wasn't right after that. I'm telling you, man, I witnessed it. And then the next thing you know, 2 months later, he remarried. How the fuck you remarry in 2 months? Then I seen him. He about, man, this dude, he was a big dude, man. This dude about 100 something. His teeth rotting out. You know that's drug addiction, man. The scripture says, man, went out of their wits for women, man.
Mm-hmm.
Which we know is the false doctrines, but it's actual woman too.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, man, nothing should surprise you. Nothing should surprise you when it comes down to women. You know, Esau, anything that comes out in the media, nothing should surprise you, man.
I don't want to hear nothing about any of you brothers overly heart, because it can happen. I'm talking about overly heartbroken because your wife left and your woman decided to cut you off.
Right.
If you've been in a relationship 10 years or something like that, 8 years, that's a different ballgame. You got 5 years even, you got time in. But you would have bitched like 6 months, maybe a year, and all of a sudden it falls apart and your shoulders slump down and your knuckles dragging on the ground and shit. You know, your nuts been clipped.
God damn.
You can't come to camp like that. Right. You're defiling the sanctuary, man. You got to sit down and get yourself together, man.
Right.
Don't come around us with that spirit, man.
And people say, you know, you just pull, you know, brought up examples. Even our own mother, the wickedness that she do. You know, I'm not even gonna say what. You know, that's personal, but the wickedness that all our mothers do. You know,
Oh, yeah, man.
that's just examples. So for all you people that say we hate women, hey, so be it. If it, like I said, we'll take it. You know, we're not going to sit up here and try to defend ourselves. But
we ain't hating our
going-
mothers. We're not hating our mothers.
we don't hate our mothers, but we all going to, and we, like I said, we're not going to sit up here and try to go back and forth with you and defend ourselves, but we are going to defend the gospel and tell you what the scriptures say about women and all our examples and what we've seen, and we going to let you decide. Are we haters? You know.
Right.
So it's well worth it being called, being, you know, told, hey, we hate women. All right, I hate women. Fine.
Well, Yahushua was fond of a woman.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
who we cried for,
Right.
pretty much.
But we in hell.
Right.
Like,
but
this is hell.
But this is what I want to say. The Bible doesn't say much on it, at least now that I know maybe you brothers read a little more in depth on certain things. And when you read John the 19th chapter, and Yahushua was led to the courts, the councils, and they said, what fault has this man done? And Barabbas and all of them, they all hated, all these high priests and stuff, they hated Yahushua, right? They didn't believe he was the Son of God. I'm pretty sure they had women. Some of these men had wives and stuff. And you know that wives was probably putting in their ear, I ain't no goddamn Son of God. You know it has to be the woman that helped fuel that shit.
Yeah.
How much you want that, man? Because women, if there's no, we can put it together. There's no new thing under the sun, right? If women is putting in the men's ears today to go off like the Queen of Heaven, right? Because the Queen of Heaven, in that time, yeah, get his ass. Because the Bible's a big book, so it don't go, it does go into lineages about women, and it does bring out certain women things, some good things that women have done as well, but it's a man's book. But we have to understand, being men, women, while Akeem Leomel, mother told him that. Women will cause you to go off.
Right. And because you had made the point of, the reason why we bring out the stuff, you said the gospel. You know what I'm saying? We defend the gospel, and a part of the gospel, which is the good news, is that our women are going to be in their right minds in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Right now it's meant for our women to go off, for us to understand why these women are in the mindset that they're in,
4-1.
so that we understand what we supposed to be doing to serve the Lord perfectly. It's our punishment that our women would be harlots in the street or in the city. That's a part of what the curses that we as men have to go through. But when we are trying to serve the Lord the right way, we have that understanding and that comfort through the scriptures that our women are going to be in their right mind in the kingdom. They're going to only desire that one man's attention, not multiple men. Okay? Or listening to other men. Because a woman is really supposed to be, when a woman comes up to the camp and we ask them, do you have a man? They're supposed to really bring their man up so that we can teach their man.
Yeah, not what we seen. I think a few months back, the man sending his woman up there. I'm like, what the hell kind of shit is that?
Right. You supposed to, the man's supposed to come up. You know what I'm saying? We teach him. The woman's supposed to be in the mindset like, hold on, I need to go talk to my man in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Women don't think like that at all.
Right. It's just we believe in order, man. Okay? We believe in order. If you go to the doctor, your leg broke, right? You in pain. You gotta know in order for them to put your leg back in place, you're gonna have to go through some pain. That you gotta to get back in order, you're gonna have to get pain. That's part of the struggle that you gotta go through in this truth, man.
No. Yeah. That's supposed to anything you go through in life, you're gonna go through some struggle, some pain, or anything. It's no different from from being in the truth either. That's why you have a thing called trial and error. You go through trial and error before you get to the correct way, and that's what we basically out there doing. We're going through trial and error, but when we go out there, we already have ourselves straight. So when someone new comes in, well, there we go. We teach them right on the spot. But that's even in relationships. Relationships, you have trial and error too, before you even get that right. That's why you could have breakups, or you may stay in a relationship for a long time. No different.
There's two, I'm trying to find hold on a second.
If somebody could get Ecclesiastes 7 while you looking for that.
Yeah.
7:26.
I thought it was 4-1.
What scripture you was looking for?
I got it right here.
And shalom to the Akim on the comment board and the ones that's tuned in.
So, are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
It said 70.
Hey, Shalom, Mike.
7:26.
1-1.
Ain't got. Guess we could end it on those.
Yeah, come.
Yeah.
1-1. Second John 1-1. You got it? Oh, you getting it?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, go ahead. What do you got, brothers? Go ahead.
You
Go ahead. Second John 1-1.
All right, this is Second John. This is 2 John 1:1. The elder to the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not only, but also all they that have known the truth.
So now, goddamn, the women are the elect now. Now, man, the women are going to be elected under the men.
That's right.
Okay, there's only the men. This Bible's for the men. The woman, this woman is elected. We have elected this truth. You know, the Lord put the Spirit on us to elect the truth. The truth really elect us. But you're gonna have women, because you gotta think about it, there's gonna be more women coming.
Yeah, right.
You wanna now mark that up as feminism.
But it makes sense though, because when you really think about it, it was common sense really. But the Lord, Yahweh deals in order. Like he said, it's him, they're under him, it's Yahweh, they're under him, Yahweh Shah, they're under him, his elect, the women, I mean the men and women. So even when it comes to when we get out of here, it's still Yahweh, it's still Yahweh Shah, it's still his elect and the women under him. So it still plays in order.
Right, so you got 144,000 men, right? I don't know about you brothers, you know, you're gonna be able to get all the women you want to get. You know what I'm saying? And that we might get into that too. That brings us to the lesson where the scriptures talk about your one flesh. Yeah, but that don't mean we're equal.
Right.
You know?
Right.
My foot is not equal to my damn brain.
Right.
But that just means you're under one accord because she's going to listen to your ass, man.
Right.
You know? And sometimes you got women that don't help you, you know?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So you might have, if it's 144,000 men, and each man take 2 women, guess what? That's double 144,000.
Pretty much.
Okay?
So you can imagine.
So all you women, and this is what I see, and I'm gonna be honest. I see these women walking around with their asses out, the Edomites, them hips and all that. They just shaking it up for us. The scripture says in Isaiah 13, He's gonna make man more precious than fine gold.
Right.
How's that gonna happen? Because he's gonna take these other simps and make them sweet. So when they see the men out there, I know the women probably looking at. I'm telling you, Jakes, man, you brothers, the women probably looking at. Not that we out there for that. They probably like, damn, these are real men stand up here. Even though they might talk shit. In their spirit, they gonna know, man. They gonna know the real men of the Lord in that day, man.
Yeah, they are.
They will see we're gonna be switching in those tight pants and shit with our pants hanging down. We gonna stand up to Esau like we doing today. But Esau's still putting that vibration to keep us effeminate, to put the women over us, and to follow Esau's rulership, and he's using the money to do it. That's the only reason why, look, man, the only reason why you women are in power and you got some form of control because of the Esau's money. If it wasn't for his money, you bitches will fall back, and the Lord's gonna put you bitches back in order real quick, man.
Yep.
Somebody get that Isaiah 4:1 real quick. It's not all about Isaiah 4:1. No. But it must be said. You black ass women going. Remember they had the shutdown on the food stamps?
Man.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I had women coming up to me, yeah, how you doing? Speaking all out and shit. I mean, just like overly talkative to you and shit. Then when Trump gave the food stamps back, they give you that roll their eye and keep on walking.
Yup, every time.
Sluts. Go ahead, man.
This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man,
Uh-oh.
saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
The Lord's gonna snap this shit back into place before he destroy it, man.
Yup.
You know? we're gonna see our women change before our eyes, man.
Remember, it happens every day. The teacher leaves the room to do something. Everybody start acting up, being stupid, running around, doing all this crazy shit. When the teacher, they look out the door, they see the teacher coming, they alert each other that the teacher coming. They all put everything back in place, put it neatly. The teacher come, they scatter right back to
Yeah, doing the same shit again. Right, so Yahweh Shai is gonna be that big teacher that's gonna come back, be that leader, and everybody gonna scramble, you know.
It's always figures. They
Man, see
scatter
that
like
shit?
roaches.
Oh man. But hey man, what's that Revelations 1:7? Even the ones that pierced them will see him.
You know they had that thing called teacher's pets. Well, you're not really a teacher's pet. You're just doing something. You're following by by the right thing, and that's what the elect does. They follow by the right thing.
Yep.
So you can qualify us as Yahweh Shai's teacher's pets.
Yeah, them 2/3 that had the Most High crucified, right? Because you know Esau did it, but the niggas was behind it. You know? So when the scripture says, even the ones who pierced him, those Jake that remember the Barabbas and all them niggas back, they're gonna see. They'll be like, oh shit. Because they hate Yahweh Shai. All the ones that hated Yahweh Shai then is gonna hate Yahweh Shai now, man.
Yeah, back today.
But then when it come back, it's gonna be too late.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead, you have one more? You wanted one, right?
I had his. What was it again?
7 to 26.
26.
Uh-oh. I find more bitter.
Yep, it is. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death, the woman.
No?
You end up with a woman that you giving your all to. You just try to create a beautiful life for, you know, and she just ends up cheating on you, or you know you're not doing good enough for her. You know, even though you giving your all, she's just not humble enough to take it.
You give a bitch a hand, she takes your arm.
Yeah.
Hey, because a woman don't know what's good for her. She doesn't know. And that goes from when they're young, they go to school, they read the Cinderella bullshit. The mothers pump their head up and tell them they're doctors. The mothers tell them that they're the prettiest things on the globe. And they grow up like that. Basically spoiled. So no matter what you do for a woman, it'll almost never be good enough.
Right.
Do not do, and I'll tell you straight up, always have a balance in everything. If you want to get your woman something nice, that's fine. We're not saying hate your woman, don't love your woman. But you can't do everything. You got to do it in moderation.
Right.
You can't be every day going to the bouquet trying to buy flowers and shit, man. She needs a car. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go up and break your bank account to get her damn car. Mm-hmm. She wants some shoes. She buys shoes every Wednesday is shoe night. She want to buy shoes. You got to cut that shit back. You ain't buying no fucking shoes every Wednesday.
Right.
You better try every 2 months.
Right.
Women will have shoes and they have them lined up. They got shoe racks and they won't even wear the shits, man.
Closet's full of shoes.
They don't even wear them.
You find them a year, like 5 years later, all dusty.
Right.
Under the bench.
Under the bench.
They do the same thing with clothes too. Never makes a difference. Apparently anything they want something else and they would never touch it for ever.
Yeah.
They wear it one time.
This is the queen of heaven.
Yeah.
That's Eve, man. She was in the Garden of Eden. And that wasn't even good enough for her. That wasn't good enough for her.
He's in the garden eating, all right. You see them in them goddamn super with them damn behemoths, man.
God damn.
I see the one bitch come out of McDonald's. She had 2 big ass shopping bags. I didn't know they had shopping bags from McDonald's, man.
I didn't either.
They had the little fucking handles and shit.
I didn't know they were big brown ones.
Yeah.
I be seeing.
The bitch got fucking burgers coming out of the top and shit.
God.
And then she wide and shit. Like, she can't even get on the bus, man. And then the bitch ate the food before she got on the bus. I thought it was for her children. It was for her ass, man.
Damn.
But the bitch will act like it's for, and then she'll take her children there. You know?
Man, give him one thing.
And it's not wrong. People are bigger than others. You know, that's how it goes. But then, man, you gotta have balance with that shit. You can't be eating all that shit, man.
Right.
But then the crazy thing is one thing that they big, you know, people have ailments. That's like you said, it's understandable. But they got it's the attitude.
Yeah.
They got the most attitude women are usually the biggest ones.
Yep.
You know,
And them women that got them nice shapes when they like 14, like, you know, young girls 14, 15.
they got,
Yeah, they turn 30, man. They wild as all indoors, man.
All indoors.
Like, we're here to talk about women, you know, just our women aren't disciplined,
yeah.
you know, whatsoever, man. They're not disciplined. They don't have a mindset of family, so to speak. They have a mindset of business. So in a sense, they're not business minded, but they've been made more business minded. They've been have a mindset of made for success. And through that success, you can't mix success
With pleasure.
with family or pleasure. You know, you got to separate them two. And women have not been able to do that. So they traded their credit cards in, traded their men in for credit cards, man. And food stamps, welfare, whatever else. Child support. So the white man stuff there to say, you don't need his ass. We'll do it. We'll give you housing, Section 8. We'll give you food stamps. We'll give you whatever you want. Hell, we even got special women's deal for cars. I'm serious. They got special with Mother's Day coming, which is coming what? They got a Mother's Day special coming.
This Sunday or something
This
like that.
Sunday, Mother's Day. And the mothers haven't been doing a good job.
No, they haven't.
Because these women are finding comfort in wickedness.
Yeah.
You know, you're finding comfort from the serpent, man.
Why
You know?
why do you need a Mother's Day? That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a mother.
Yeah.
You need accolades for doing something that was naturally set up for you to do.
Right.
Tells you something wrong if you need a holiday to say something that's natural for you to do. That's like saying you need a holiday to go take a piss. You know?
Mother's Day, Father's Day, even Father's Day is all clean and worship. Clean and happy.
In this society, Father's Day ought to be more recognized than Mother's Day. To be
Nobody
honest.
does anything on Father's Day. I see that shit. I was like,
Yeah, you be a father, you might get one bitch. Happy Father's Day. And just walk off on you and shit.
I asked.
Even if you're not a father.
You ain't a father.
I asked one bitch that had that the father's in the life, mind you. The father's in the life. This one bitch. I asked her, "What are you doing for Father's Day?" He's like, "Just giving him some flowers and say Happy Father's Day." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So what'd you do with your mother? Took her out to Six Flags. Took
Yeah, see?
I was like,
Every time.
what? That means so not even the slightest sense. You don't even, the bitch don't even live with her mother, number one. So that's what confuses me.
This is a wicked society, and Eve is promoting that, man. Eve is pushing it because it's her society. So really, honestly, like if this was our, well, thank the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, this ain't our kingdom. But once we get to the kingdom, guess what? We're gonna do our cataclysm. We're gonna take their white fucking images. Well, the Most High's gonna tear all them images down, man. With our missiles.
Yup, because they fake it.
We're gonna straight look if you're a woman and whoever you are, and you in some form of power, you're supposed to institute that power some kind of way, whether it's right or wrong. You're supposed to. So you black woman, you flourish in your power. This is your power. Enjoy it while you can.
Isaiah, what's that? 13. I will make a man more precious
Yeah, I
than
was just
fine
talking
gold.
about that. Yep.
Then you got if somebody could get that, we could probably end it on.
That's 9, right?
No, I'm talking about Isaiah 32 and 1.
Rise up, you woman.
No, it's either 32 and 2. I think it's
Oh, what is
32 and 2. I know it goes into like a man shall be more precious, like how the Lord is going to make this man extremely precious during that day. Because you said that during the times that's about to come, you know, you're going to see who the real men are.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to make it prevalent who the real men are. I believe it's 32 and 2.
32 and 2.
Yeah.
A man should be as a hiding place.
Yeah. Yup.
Okay. This is Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. and they convert from the tempest as rivers of water in a dry place.
Because these women, they want men to be thirsty after them. They're gonna be thirsty after them men during that day, you know, and that's when those women gonna be trying to please you, you know, saying please, and you know, you're gonna see a real humble woman during that time.
But
You
it
know,
ain't gonna take long either.
Yeah, but that means, you know, this Steph Curry wife, you know, she's already thirsting after men.
yeah,
Why the hell she say that? Why the hell all these bitches do what they do? They already thirsting after men. You know? So, like you said, it's gonna be easy. Cause they already doing it. The Lord is just showing us that they're really just thirsting after men. You know? Even more than the men is thirsting after them, to be honest.
yeah. Someone told me that if you want to get a woman's attention, don't pay them any attention.
I was getting ready to say that. I don't know.
I always taught y'all that. I
Yeah.
always tell y'all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Don't
Which I never had a problem with anyway.
notice when you ignore them, that's when I used to live in a group home years ago,
Yeah.
you know, being adopted. And every time a nice looking woman came through, everybody ran up to it, yeah, I want her. And I just, like me and my brother, a couple of them guys, we would just sit on the side. We didn't pay the bitches no mind.
Right.
And they came to us. Because they are under the mystical, mysterious. Remember, fantasy comes from romance.
Right.
You know? And that's all it is with women. Like, you could be a woman, I mean, you could be a man and you break up. If a woman ready to break up with you, she'll be ready to break up with you. But if you break up with her first, nah, you ain't breaking up with me. You know? Because of pride, because women are very prideful.
Mm-hmm.
They're very prideful, man. And they're very arrogant. But that's what they're taught. You know?
Yeah, Aisha Curry probably want Steph Curry to dress up like a burglar, you know, come through the window and you know, give it to me rough.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to go all in on your women anyway, man. But you know, these women, they're not gonna ever be really satisfied with you in this society. You know, no matter how much you try your best to give them the world.
Bitches nowadays are nitpicky about how you take them nowadays. I'm like, what the fuck? What type of shit is this? I can't even enjoy a woman without them telling me how they want it. I'm like, bitch. I mean, it's confusing. I'm like, first you talk about how you want a man to do all this and that. Women don't even know what the fuck they want.
That's why, hey, man, just get a concubine, man. You know, they don't go all hard on these times. Look, man, they got to get an intricate right. They got a lot of the so-called Mexican women around here now, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You got to get one before they get tainted by Eve, man, by the other meat, man. Don't let that meat get tainted. Once they get tainted, that's it. Them intricate right gonna act just like nigga woman, man.
Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Gone. Hey, well, with that, you know, any brothers got any other closing statements? You know, Tawada to the Akim on the comment board. You know, but we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakar, Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's a share shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Don't get caught up with these women. Okay?
That's it.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.